Hi, this is Milton Pedraza, CEO of the Luxury Institute. In this podcast, I want to share Luxury Institute's 2019 trends from the Global Luxury Expert Network. To generate the trends likely to affect the luxury industry in 2019, we recently initiated a crowdsourcing project with our global consulting unit, the Global Luxury Expert Network, otherwise known as GLEN. Collectively, the Luxury Institute is comprised of the world's largest network of hundreds of elite, on-demand luxury consultants who provide real-time, effective solutions for luxury clients at a fraction of the cost of traditional consulting firms. This is a radical disruption of the luxury consulting model. Here are 7 key trends that Luxury Institute's Elite Luxury Expert Network predicts will help reshape the luxury industry in 2019. Trend number 1. Luxury brands learn to crave the challenge of alpha growth. Alpha growth is a Wall Street metric that measures a large company's ability to grow faster than its competitors, usually in high double digits, for a sustained period of time. Under Marco Bizzarri, Gucci has delivered meteoric alpha growth consistently throughout the past 3 years. Remarkably, Marco achieved similar results over 3 years while at Bottega Veneta prior to joining Gucci, thus demonstrating that alpha is a skill, not luck. When we consult with luxury brands, we recommend that luxury alpha growth can be achieved by executing 3 bold moves. The first is to conduct an honest, rigorous, fear-free global exercise to confront the harsh reality of the self-inflicted wounds that are choking your brand's performance. This exercise leads to radical reinvention that helps the brand to permeate an emotionally intelligent, highly adaptive, safe-to-fail culture that unleashes employee creativity. You eliminate the fear and the obstacles, and you unleash employee creativity and innovation. The second move is to tear down the stifling insular walls and extend the enterprise outward, yes, into uncharted territory, to foster test and learn, co-creation, and collaboration with your consumers, your influencers, charities, artists, and other members of the brand's global ecosystem. The third move is to leverage technology, data, analytics, and AI to genuinely, boldly, and effectively communicate the brand's story, and then engage in an open dialogue with the entire ecosystem. These 3 moves create a virtuous cycle of positive feedback loops that drive innovation and high performance. In 2019, many more luxury management teams will be inspired to break the traditional rules of luxury and gear up for alpha growth. While there are no guarantees, it's far better to go for alpha than to chase small incremental improvements in a world of high risk, exponential, and accelerating change. That's what we have to do today to achieve alpha growth. Trend number 2. Legacy luxury brands re-examine the value of brand heritage and history. Brand heritage and history are not the key factors that they used to be. Luxury brands used to be able to boast that they had been established over 100 years ago and beyond. That legacy earned a brand premium status and premium pricing over less pedigreed offerings. Today, millennials, Generation Xers, and even boomers see brand heritage as a far less valuable luxury attribute. In the Luxury Institute's 2019 State of the Luxury Industry Survey, which was conducted across 7 major markets, the US, UK, France, Italy, Germany, Japan, and China, with affluent consumers, brand heritage and history rank 6th to superior quality, superior customer service, superior design, superior craftsmanship, and having and offering exclusive products. A brand's historical credentials have been ratcheting down in relevancy over recent years. In fact, in our survey, while 41% of early-stage Chinese affluent consumers see brand heritage as a defining element of luxury, only 28% of more seasoned American luxury consumers agree. To add insult to injury, only a quarter of French and Italian connoisseur consumers agree. The harsh reality is that luxury consumers really only care about the brands that have created value for them in the last 24 hours. Luxury brands that continue to lean heavily on heritage without radically reinventing themselves for relevancy are destined to be discarded, especially by a rapidly growing global affluent millennial population. Trend number 3, the emergence of new luxury far beyond traditional luxury. While fashion, luxury goods, and accessories categories capture all the headlines today, there are new, radically innovative categories of the future that are emerging far beyond that noise. Luxury Institute research and new client requests that we get coming in every day indicate that innovative startups are vying to capture the imaginations of totally bored billionaire and centimillionaire men and women, especially those from Silicon Valley. Research that the Luxury Institute has conducted with billionaires through its global luxury expert network, it's the only way you can get a few dozen billionaires to talk to you, is to go to your network and recruit them, finds that the wealthiest consumers are intrigued by new categories of luxury such as life extension biotechnology, because people want to live longer. Hyper-experiential home virtual reality devices, because they want to go on superb adventures right in their own home. Neuroscientific performance enhancers, because everyone is looking to get better. Healthcare robotics, because people are getting older. And a multitude of new, innovative travel experiences that defy gravity. Wealthy individuals are no longer impressed by what they view as mundane luxury goods and services. Not because they're not fabulous products, but because they have it all. They crave far-out solutions and experiences that used to be the lore of science fiction. Look for a stream of new luxury categories to emerge in 2019 as accelerating exponential sciences and technologies converge into new entrepreneurial luxury offerings. Trend number 4. Luxury begins to pivot from product innovation and technology innovation into people innovation. The luxury goods and services industry historically has invested heavily in product development, and that's a good thing. Major brands today are pouring billions into data, analytics, AI, and other technology innovations in an effort to remain relevant, and that's a really good thing too. Unfortunately, most luxury and premium brands are borrowing from the playbook of mass companies and using these enhancements primarily to determine how fast they can automate and how fast they can eliminate jobs. Which means that that critical human element that has always helped to define luxury is being ignored to the maximum. Human resources and training development budgets of luxury brands are either minuscule or they're completely wasted on industrial-age training methods that are led by human resources executives who are well-intentioned but who've been duped by technology companies into transferring outdated robotic training methods online and onto apps, very much the way our entire education system has taken old-fashioned, outdated training methods and put them into technology and calling that process disruption. Nothing could be further from the truth. Simply stroll into the stores, dealerships, and branches of luxury goods and services brands, reach out to their call centers, or contact them online, and you'll experience the mediocrity and the humanization of luxury frontline staff. All the investment in technology efficiency has had zero impact on the relationship building skills that really drive what we call effectiveness. Closing rates, average transaction values, retention rates, referral rates, and that lead to dramatic sales growth. A treasure trove of emotional intelligence research built up over the last 2 decades in neuroscience is being wasted. And yet, not all of it is bleak, all is not lost. There are brands such as Moda Operandi with their very, very high-end personal stylists, totally personal relationship building. Fusion Academy with their one-to-one teacher-to-student ratio that dramatically improves education performance. And Hello Alfred, which is working with developers and building management teams to provide services for the affluent and eventually for the masses. All these brands are leading the way in rehumanizing luxury across several goods and services categories. In 2019, look for luxury brands with enlightened leaders to see that technology is a commodity. It's great, but it's a commodity. And they'll begin to invest in people innovation, realizing at last that people innovation and people investment is by far the biggest ROI opportunity in the luxury industry in the age of artificial intelligence. Trend number 5, affluent consumers continue to lose trust in Facebook and other social media brands. Here are the facts. In the Luxury Institute's 2018 Emotional Intelligent Brand Index survey on technology brands, Facebook was rated lowest by far for emotional intelligence, according to affluent consumers. 1 in 5, so 20% of affluent consumers, report actively discouraging friends, family, or other people they care about from using Facebook. That's a huge number. If you read any of the coverage on Facebook, which documents the endless stream of actions that put its users at risk, then you can understand easily why adult affluent consumers who have so much to lose from being hacked or having their privacy violated are abandoning Facebook. Further, according to Pew Research, it's not only affluent adults who have lower participation on Facebook. While teens in households with incomes of less than $30,000 use Facebook at the rate of 70%, teens in households with incomes of $75,000 or more use Facebook at a far lower rate of 36%. It does not inspire confidence in their wealthy peers that rich Silicon Valley parents are, according to the New York Times, drastically limiting the screen time and social media use of their own children and teenagers, and having the nannies confiscate their kids' cell phones. So even if they don't work or live in Silicon Valley, affluent American consumers now know how much they risk and how much their children risk inside unhinged social media sites such as Facebook. It's not every social media website. Instagram, for example, has a very good reputation, but the chances of being hacked or having your data privacy violated are lower there. So look for consumers to continue to abandon or curtail participation in the most egregious social media sites in 2019 and expect the savviest luxury advertisers to follow suit. Trend number 6. The local luxury consumer-to-consumer sales channel takes off. Now, most luxury goods and services brands think of their distribution channel options as comprised of 3 choices only. They can go wholesale, third-party approach, they can develop their own retail or Salesforce channel, or they can sell via e-commerce through partners or through their own website. But now, new simple effective application technologies such as replica software and others are facilitating the development of that 4th channel, which is a network of devoted brand customers who become local influencers and sell directly to friends and family through apps that connect them to the brand's website. Very simple technology. This approach, within ethical boundaries, is far more personal and effective than using celebrity influencers who are being perceived more and more like mercenaries who buy fake followers and are not true brand users or advocates. Look for this truly personal consumer-to-consumer channel to emerge rapidly in several luxury goods and services categories in 2019. There's no better advocate than your own customer, and there's no better salesperson than your own customer. Trend number 7. From omni-channel luxury to omni-personal luxury. Today, customer segments and channels have become the standard and easy way for luxury brands and their partners, their agencies, to attempt to categorize and interact with consumers. Unfortunately, the current customer interaction efforts are executed with the static mind of a software engineer, as much as we love them and need them, instead of the mind of a wonderfully complex human being. Customers, especially millennials, who understand what technology enhanced with emotional intelligence and humanity can do, think in terms of individualized, seamless brand relationships that are akin to the relationships they have with their friends and their family members. It should get that good and that personal. The Donnerger Group, based in New York, calls the new emerging way of interacting with consumers omnipersonal. This means seamless relationships comprised of respectful, nonlinear touches that make sense to the customer, not to the engineer, and that add measurable value. So look for enlightened luxury executives to focus diligently on real-time adaptive orchestration of data, algorithms, devices, and most importantly, people, to design and deploy genuine omnipersonal experiences that lead to long-term client relationships and dramatic sales gains. As always, I want to wish you good luck, but most importantly, great skill in executing your strategy and your tactics in 2019. Thank you.